Hey y'all, I'm Brooke Eden and I'm hanging out with CountryMusicRocks.net.
All right. We're here at CRS 2016 here in Nashville, and I'm here with Brooke Eden. How are you, and how's your CRS going so far?
CRS has been awesome. Great CRS. I've actually been one of the artists that have been sneaking into CRS for like 3 years. So the fact that I'm here and I'm supposed to be here is really cool for me.
Awesome. Now, you recently released your brand new single, Daddy's Money, to country radio. Tell us a little bit about that song and give us some background on it.
Daddy's Money was written by two of my really good friends, Callie North and Jesse Wilson of the Muddy Magnolias. And they wrote it about my life because Callie lived with me. She was my roommate for a year and a half. And when I first moved to Nashville, I was spending 2 weeks here in Nashville writing and recording and networking. And then I would fly home to Florida and I would spend 2 weeks down there performing 5 nights a week, 4 hours a night, and just really paying my dues and learning my voice and all that. And that's also how I supported myself. And so I was getting ready to go back down to Florida, and I was riding around Nashville with Callie, and she said, "Oh, I hate when you leave. I hate when you go back down to Florida. Why do you always have to go?" And I said, "Girl, I got to go home and make that dough." And she just looked at me, and she was like, "What? You make money when you go home and perform?" And I said, "Yeah, that's how I feed myself." And she just looked at me and said, "I am so sorry. Please don't take this the wrong way, but I always just kind of thought that you came from money and your parents slipped some into your bank account and you were just going down to Florida to hang out." And I looked at her and I said, "Girl, I ain't ever had daddy's money." And 2 days later, she sent me this song, Daddy's Money, and the rest is history. But I grew up with my dad was such a hard worker and a carpenter by day, drummer in a country band by night, and he just always taught me the virtues of working really hard. And so all that just kind of molded into Daddy's Money.
That's fantastic. Now, I know, like you were just saying, you've been working for this moment for quite some time now, and for 2016, you're on a lot of artist to watch lists. What's that been like for you, and now that the industry is really starting to take notice and listen up?
It's really cool. It's been one of those things where it's just been a lifetime, like a labor of love for my entire life. And just moving to Nashville has been the most incredible thing for me because meeting these people in the industry who are really, there with open arms to take you under their wing and say, "What can we do for you?" And I think that's one of the most incredible things about Nashville is that people don't just like leave you out to dry. They really take you in and they really nurture you. And so I'm just so thankful that, I was able to move to Nashville and, that these music people, these music people that don't have to be there are there and they're listening and they're giving you power by, allowing you to do what you love. And so it's just been so incredible and really surreal.
And women in country, they're really starting to take a huge role and make a big presence once again. And you're actually a big part of that. What's that been like for you watching this movement grow?
It's been something that I have been able to visualize for a long time because I grew up, I'm a baby of the 90s. So I saw Shania Twain and Faith Hill and Martina McBride and the Dixie Chicks and Leanne Rimes, and I saw what huge impacts they had on country music at the time, and there's been such a void of that for years. I mean, of course, I love Carrie and I love Miranda and I love Taylor, but there used to be like 20 females. Right. And now for a really long time there was only 3. And so I love getting to see all these new females that, are allowed to have voices again. And, we're allowed to speak our minds. And I've known that it could happen for a long time because I've seen it happen before. But it was just all of us girls rallying together and saying, "Listen to us."
And it's got to be a little bit more empowering knowing you, like I said, have a huge role in that, and you're a big part of that.
Thank you so much. I mean, I always looked up to, the females in country when I was younger, and I'm just really happy that young kids can look up to us now. And I mean, it really is just such a gift.
Now, for folks that are not familiar yet with you and your music, what is one thing that you would definitely like to convey to them about yourself and the music that's ahead?
My music is really from my heart. It's the story of my life. It's my therapy sessions within my own head and speaking it out to my co-writers, and it's just I hope that people can relate to what I'm going through and realize that they're not the only one feeling that way. And it's definitely got some like soulful kind of bluesy, rocky elements to it. So I just hope that people like it, and I hope that they can really dig in and relate to it as well.
Awesome. Now, you always look so great both on and off stage. Where are some of your favorite places to shop?
I love it, and thank you for that, by the way. I am a huge bargain shopper. I mean, like I said, I've had to work really hard to get to where I am, so I'm always on a budget, and I love Forever 21. And it's like a treasure chest to me. The entire store of Forever 21 is like, let's find the gems, And oh yeah, and sometimes you do, but I love Forever 21 and I love ASOS, and I love ASOS.com because they have free delivery and free returns. So if something doesn't fit, there's no hassle. You take it to the mill and it's already prepackaged and you send it back. So to me, it saves $12 in shipping sometimes, and every little bit counts.
No, for sure. And country music is a genre that significantly stands out on its own, but not only within the music industry, also with fans. What is one thing that really resonates with you about country music?
Country music to me has always been, it's been real life. I think, and I love so many types of music. I love pop, I love rock, I love R&B, I love soul. But a lot of times in pop, they're talking about popping champagne and Maseratis and all of these, things that I can't afford, and that doesn't look like what my lifestyle looks like. My lifestyle looks like, a Friday night with my friends, probably going somewhere, dancing, and having a couple drinks, and that's what's really conveyed through country music. And it's my real life, and I think that it's a lot of people's real life, and it's like, there's no fantasy in that. It is what it is.
Absolutely. And then finally, with 2016 just getting started, what are some of your goals and plans for this year? What can we expect from Brooke Eden coming up?
Yeah, there's so many exciting things coming up this year. Well, I'm finishing radio tour at the beginning of March, and then I am actually headed to London to do the C2C festival over there, which is such a dream of mine to get to go to the UK to do music. And then I come back, and I'm going to be recording for a month. I'm recording for my EP and my album. And my EP comes out this summer, and my full-length album will be out in like September, October time. So lots of really exciting things coming up. And then I'm doing a bunch of fairs and festivals and radio shows and all of that this year. So I'm going to be all over the country. So hopefully just getting to meet a lot more country music fans and just making new friends.
Well, that's fantastic. Well, we wish you the best of luck with your new single, and we hope to see you out on the road this summer.
Thanks so much. Hope so too.